Insiders, your snowboard resource.
Okay. Forum Scallywag.
Yar, you float like a pirate. It's very fun. I enjoyed it. I don't know how to talk like a pirate all day.
Yar, my name be Garrett and I be Jack Sparrow's cousin up at Stevens Pass, and as I was looting on the mountain I found this Forum 155 Scallywag, and I was riding it through the park and through the trees and on the slopes, and I gotta say it was one fun board to ride.
My first impression of this board was that it's a great all-mountain board, and it's actually really fun in the park too. So I think it's about an intermediate level, beginner to an intermediate. Good board.
Overall, I would say that it's a good board, all-around stiff board, and more of a all-mountain type board.
If you're looking for a board that you can take in the backcountry, through the park, off some jumps, Forum Scallywag would be a good board. The reverse camber definitely helps out a lot when you're riding through the powder. Pretty stiff, good for jumps. Also just flexible enough for some jibs.
I be having lots of fun in the park. The one great thing about this board is that it allows you to have a really wide stance, which for a tall fella like me, it's great.
I really liked it. It was floating with the reverse camber, and it was really easy to butter, and I was having no problem spinning on the jumps. It was great.
The reverse camber on this board is actually pretty stable. You can barely tell it's there until you get it on a box or rail, and it'll definitely flex on you. Super stable, and most snow I could find out here.
It was great in the POW. It floated. I never got stuck, never crashed. It was perfect POW board. That was my favorite part of it.
In the park, I'd say you could feels like a shorter board, really easy to spin, and super stable in deep snow.
ERB for a park rat. Anyone that wants to go in the park, have a super wide stance, have very even tip to tail stance, balance, going regular, going switch, going on rails, spinning on rails. You're not going to worry about getting your edges caught in, or edges gonna catch an edge or whatever. It's definitely a park board.
The good of this board was it's really stiff and floaty and fun on the powder and poppy.
The pop was great. I went off some bigger jumps than I'm used to, and I caught a lot of air, or more than I expected, and I was able to ride out and land nice. So it was a great experience as far as the pop. It's probably a medium to real poppy board.
Spinning on this board is actually really easy. The reverse camber you can't really tell off jumps. Pops just like a normal cambered board.
The bad was it just wants to stick to the ground and get squirrely on the more compacted stuff.
If you're trying to free ride, you're trying to cruise at really high speeds, this board is just a little unstable because it's small, especially for someone like me. I'm about 6'1", so for me at high speeds it was a little out of control, just because it's a little bit smaller. But in terms of going edge to edge, things like that, it was pretty decent for the board that's at hand. It handles well for a 154. But if you're looking to cruise some huge carves down some super steep slopes, this is definitely not the board for you.
I gave this board a 95. Really stoked on it. Scallywag. Arr.
I believe I gave it an 85. So it was fun in the park. I would have liked a little more pop out of it for the jumps, and but other than that, I had a ton of fun on it in the park. I was able to do a lot of things that I wanted to do.
Shred cred, I gave this board a 91.
For shred cred, I gave this an 83.
Board Insiders. Watch, learn, buy.